So one day I walk into a restaurant alone in a second tier city in China. It's a big place, big room, lots of staff, lots of tables. Right away on the menu, I see something tempting: meatball soup. Now, I'd never seen meatball soup in China, but Chinese beef noodle soup, one of my favorites, and I've had fish ball soup. So, meatball soup sounded good. I ordered a large bowl. 10 minutes later, I was served the largest bowl of bull balls you can imagine. Well, I mean, not that big, but pretty darn big. Now, of course, bovine testicles are served in America as well, mostly under the name Rocky Mountain oysters. But at least in the US, people have the sense to coat these things in batter, fry them up. Frankly, anything breaded and fried that's going to be okay. But these balls, yeah, no breading here. These were the unvarnished, untreated, bare naked bull ball, if you will, steamed in a hot broth. You could see the sinewy tissue. You knew you were eating organ meat, and not the right organ. The raw essence of the testicle in all its glory on full display. It was frightening, frankly. I looked up and noticed the entire staff of the restaurant staring at me. No wonder. This was an appetizer for like 10 people. No single person eats an entire bowl of cow balls. It's unheard of. In the 5,000 years of Chinese history, it's never been done. Genghis Khan, after working up an appetite, marauding, pillaging, conquering his way through China, if you gave this many balls to the great Khan, he'd say, "Are you kidding me? We're not barbarians." It's not just that I ordered this big bowl of soup. That was all I ordered. The balls and nothing else. I was adamant the soup had to be chock full of balls. My attitude was pretty much, if there's so much as a sprig of parsley, so help me. You see, I figured if the soup is hearty and filling, I wouldn't need anything else. So I wanted the waitress to assure me it was mostly, balls, not lots of veggies and stuff. She's like, "Really? You want just balls?" I said, "Yeah." I told her that in the US, if a meatball soup is hearty enough, we make a meal of it. I even use wedding soup as an example. She's like, "Really? In America, a bowl of balls is a meal, and you have it at weddings." I mean, basically, I'm defaming America and its cuisine, its traditions, all at once. Of course, I didn't realize. I thought we were talking about meatballs, not bull balls. You get that part. But it was ridiculous. The waitress couldn't believe what I was saying. I couldn't understand why it was so difficult for her to understand me. No wonder she told her colleagues there's a weirdo, some sort of culinary freak, a possible testosterone junkie over there at table 17 or whatever it was. Of course, adding to the impact is the fact that, if you know anything about Chinese culture, you know that in Chinese medicine, almost everything has some sort of medicinal purpose. Cow balls are known for what? Virility, of course, to enhance the sex drive. And I'm about to have enough for 10 people. Basically, I'm about to take an entire bottle of Viagra in front of these people, a foreigner, all alone. They must have been thinking, "Hey, lock up your wives and daughters in about 45 minutes. This guy's going to be locked, loaded, and looking for love." I called the waitress over and asked to see the menu again, just to check, how did this happen? Well, here's the mistake I made. This is cow balls. This is cow meatballs. The menu said this. I thought this. I don't know why I missed it. I guess I was thinking of the fish balls, but fish don't have balls, so it's not really confusing with fish. Plus, who's thinking of anatomy when ordering soup? Am I supposed to see the word ball and automatically think testicle? I mean, I don't know. I didn't make that connection. After realizing it was clearly my mistake, well, I didn't see another choice. I called the waitress over, confessed my error. And believe it or not, she took back the balls, which I thought was extremely nice and yet somehow unfair to the bulls who had sacrificed so much. I ordered Kung Pao chicken, sauteed spinach, and steamed rice, basically the equivalent of a burger and fries in China. And that was it. Everybody went back to work. Turns out I was a stupid foreigner, not a crazy one. What's the lesson of this story? No, perhaps this. Be careful making assumptions in a place as different as China. Often things on the surface are not what they seem. Don't just see what you want to see. It makes sense to take your time. Look more closely. Make the effort to ensure you understand the local conditions. Because you miss one thing, you can end up on the wrong side of a castrated bull.